Hi, I'm Paul from Test Data Services, and this is the second of the Postman videos where I'm actually showing you how I run my tests where I test the API endpoints in Test Data Services. So I stepped through 4 of the collections in the previous video, and now I'm going to show you how to run those from the command line or be able to integrate them for the purpose of integrating with something like Jenkins, for example. So this is the same Windows instance I used before, which was a clean install when I started. It now just has Postman on there. So what I'll do is I need to download Node.js first. You probably already have this, but just for the sake of things, to show you it's pretty quick, easy, and if you haven't got it, it's very easy to download and get Newman running. Open in folder. Let's install. Yes. Yes, we accept the terms. Okay, great. Once that's done, we're going to open up a command shell. Okay, that's done. So now we have to install Newman. So to do that, best way to do it is type in command. Now that's a bit hard to read, so let's just go in and change the properties, the font. If we go to Consoles, or whatever it's called, we can make it a pretty big font, which is sort of handy. And let's just increase the 132 because I'm old school, and make that 50. Nice big screen, hooray. That's probably fine just there. So what we'll do is, all we have to do to install Newman after we've installed Node is type in npm install -g Newman, and it will not take very long and it'll be installed. Great. So that was all we had to do. Install Node, install Newman. Now that that's done, we need to go back to Postman and let's take one of the collections. Let's say this OIDC one, which is a pretty good collection, and let's click on this triple dot down here and export, and we're going to export that collection. We're going to stick it in the C drive into a temp directory, and we can call it, let's just make it quick name, just call it OIDC so we don't have to type so much. So now if we look at the temp directory, we can see OIDC. It's just plain file. There's no ending. There's no name on the end of it. So now we can say Newman. If I do run and -h for help, you can see the options there. But we can just say run c:temp OIDC, and it will run. How nice is that? So you can see all of the console logs that I referred to in the previous video are all visible here, and when the test is done you'll see a table summary, which is pretty great. And if you want to run it more than once, you just say -n and say 2, and then it runs twice. So when I'm doing functional automation or regression, I don't like running things once because I might be just lucky that it worked. I like to run things like 10 or 20 or 50 times, and then I really know that it's definitely working. Also, because I'm using often dataless type tests where I'm randomly grabbing different people, different names, different addresses and things, it means that I've got a fair bit of variety in there. So if there's some weird situation with a short name or a long name or something, I've got a higher chance of catching that. So there we go. So that's that. So that means that if you were to want to integrate with Jenkins or something, you basically can go through this instruction. The core functionality you need is to do what I just did, be able to run it from the command line, and then you can add into Jenkins the instructions Newman run and put your connection in there, suppress exit code, and away you go. So that's that. The other thing I wanted to show you is I actually monitor all of my endpoints that I've got functional tests for regularly. So when I go to any of my main tests, like this one here, like that same OIDC one, if I click on this little arrow, I can go up to monitor like this, and I can look at a monitor. It's opened up over there. Now, if I go to this monitor, it will show me, I've got it set up once every hour. It's going through and it's all green, which is very nice. You can actually dig in and look at this and see problems. I think I had an error with one of them. Oh, I can't remember which one now. I want to show you what an error looks like. Monitors. And also notice my renewal date is the 18th of the month. It's the 16th now. I've gone over my limit, which is funny. But it still lets, I've ticked on the box to say let me go over, which is sort of nice because my monitoring is still running. So you can see that every hour I'm running a test. I also run these tests whenever I make a change to anything. So all of my collections get run whenever I make a change, and they also all get run once an hour. And if there's an error, even if something's a bit slow unexpectedly, I get an email, which is fantastic. So that's a quick finishing off of the Postman demo that I did just before, where I showed you the scripts that I'm using, the Postman collections I'm using to test my own code, and adding onto it the ability to run it from the command line or from Jenkins or some other continuous automation testing type situation. Have a great day.